Hello everyone, welcome back to CADCAMing. This is my happy place where I share my daily digital workflows and the technologies that make dentistry more efficient, more precise, and honestly, a lot more fun. Today, I want to share a case that really highlights what modern dentistry can do. A patient came to my office for a second opinion. She had been told by her dentist that her fractured premolar had to be extracted and she needed an implant. And she wanted to try and see if there was any chance we could save that tooth for her. When I evaluated the tooth, I found a deep fracture on the lingual cusp of number 13 that extended subgingivally. Traditionally, cases like these can be challenging because of access, bleeding control, and isolation becomes very difficult. And without proper isolation, predictable bonding becomes nearly impossible. But after a thorough clinical and radiographic evaluation, I determined that the tooth was restorable. This is where technology really changed the outcome. I used the Solea laser to precisely remove the tissue on the lingual and expose the base of the fractured cusp, and then clean up the fractured tooth and ensure that there is no decay or nerve exposure. One of the biggest advantages, no bleeding. Because the laser simultaneously cuts and coagulates, we achieved incredibly clean margins. The next step was to reduce the buccal cusp for full coverage and prep a crown lay. If you're not familiar on how to prep inlays, onlays, and crown lays, check out my blogs on keepcadcaming.com and the workshops that I teach if that is of any interest to you. With the margins clearly exposed and no bleeding to fight, we were able to immediately scan the tooth using our CEREC system. There was no need of retraction cord, no chasing hemostasis, and no delay. The clean field allowed for a highly accurate digital impression. We then designed a same-day restoration and milled an IPS Emax crown. Emax is an excellent material in cases like this because of its strength and aesthetics, especially when bonded properly. Because we had ideal isolation and clean margins from the start, bonding was predictable and controlled. Adhesive dentistry depends on moisture control. When you eliminate bleeding and contamination, you drastically improve long-term success. Instead of losing a premolar, this patient walked out the same day with her natural tooth preserved and restored with a bonded ceramic crown. No extraction, no implant, no bridge. Just conservative modern dentistry. The patient was so happy, she even agreed to give us a video testimonial.
Hello, I came to Dr. Patel with a referral from my girlfriend because my particular dentist wanted to pull a broken tooth and put in an implant for $4,300. I'm 70, I didn't see the need to spend that much money on one tooth, so I came to Dr. Patel. He came up with a solution that is less than half the price, and it's all fixed in 2 hours, and I'm very happy.
This case is a perfect example of how modern technology like Solea and CEREC and materials like Emax are making clinical workflows easy, predictable, and more enjoyable. If you found this case interesting, make sure to like and subscribe for more real-world, same-day digital dentistry cases. And remember, keep CADCAMing. Thank you everyone, and see you in the next video.